What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. My name's Evan Cobb. I'll be your host today. And today we're doing something super cool that I'm super excited to show you guys. Something I've been wanting to do for a while on the channel now. This has nothing to do with parkour. I am at home in the kitchen and I have had 3 horseshoes hanging on my wall for about a year now, and they have not been cleaned. I bought them, actually I didn't buy them, I found them in a horse pasture when I was working at a horse barn about 2 years ago. I had them put away because I was moving through the course of those 2 years, and I've hung them up recently and I realized they were not clean. So today we're going to jump into horseshoe restoration. We are going to be restoring a horseshoe. We have already done 2 of them. As you can see right there, we've already cleaned 2 of them. And this is the one we'll be working with today. As you can see under the light. Actually, let me turn my phone light on. I think that'd be easier for you guys to see. As you can see, there's a bunch of dirt and grime in between the seams. There's all right there, and a bunch inside and out in between all the cracks and in the holes. And we are gonna get all of that stuff out. There's the back of it, not much on the back. You can see the hole right there. There's a bunch of dirt, grime, and shit all inside the holes. Gives you a better look at it right there. All that dirt up top, all that dirt right there, all the dirt down there, and all of the dirt inside and out. So we're about to get that thing cleaned up, and I'm going to take you guys through the entire process of me cleaning this thing. So we have our wet bay here, kitchen sink, our wet bay, and then our dry working area, our anvil here. And we are actually going to put you guys right over here. Let me see if I can get a good angle. Sorry, I got to close the dishwasher. Close that. See if I can get a good angle for you. Right there seems good for our workspace. I don't know if I need to leave that light on or not, or you guys can see just fine. Let me see what it looks like with the light off real quick. Oh yeah, we need to keep that torch on. There we go. Alright. So we have our workspace right there and everything right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first step to doing this, we gotta get one of our tools. Actually, we need our knife, our pick that we're going to be using to pick out all the dirt and all the grime out of these holes. And yeah, so we have our pick, we have our drying pad that we'll use to dry off our workspace, because this workspace will get wet, you guys. It will get wet. So we have our drying cloth to dry off our workspace on. Second drying cloth to dry off the workspace. We'll put that over there. Make sure that water gets hot. Let that water temperature rise. Let that water get boiling hot. Come on. There we go. There it is. Alright. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to blast it. We're going to water jet blast it with this. Going to give it a water jet blast. Then we'll get right into it. Get the whole thing soaked, get it nice and wet to loosen up all that dirt inside there. And then we will go to work using our pick and scrape all of that stuff out. So we'll start on this side, take it, and just start prying at it, getting all that stuff out. If I need to, I can set it down on the edge and use it like an anvil if I need. Just to get all of that stuff out of there. I might need like a pad on my finger, like a glove or something, so I don't keep hurting my finger on these ridges on the back of the pick. But we'll keep just prying away at it. It's the best we can do. You can see all that dirt and grime coming off of there. And we will wet it occasionally to keep that horseshoe nice and wet so it doesn't get too hot. We'll use this one to wipe off the workspace real quick. There it goes. There it goes. Pushing all that grime and dirt out of that hole, out of that nail hole in the shoe. Then we'll take our pick and we'll flick that stuff out of there. Flick all that dirt and stuff out of there, and then we'll go back in from the other side. Put it on the side of the anvil and work our pick around that hole again, making sure that thing's cleaned out. Then we'll water jet blast it again. I've been doing this for about I'd say I've been doing this about 10, 12 years, collecting horseshoes like this and restoring them and getting them back to their original beauty. This one won't quite be original beauty because it is kind of beat up. It is kind of old. But it will be close. It will be close. Back in the day when this thing was used, it was very beautiful. Very beautiful, very original. And I'm going to try to restore it as best I can to get it back to that almost same level of quality that it was at before. All of these tools you're seeing, this knife, this pick, all this stuff that I'm using is all mine. It's all original stuff I've been using the whole time I've been collecting. About 10, 12 years now. Getting all that rust out of there and before we started this, you guys, I did fill up this this wet bay with water and bleach and abrasive equipment, abrasive substances to try and loosen up all this dirt before we actually started. So makes my job a little bit easier when I prepare for it. When I just go in there and prepare for it ahead of time. If anybody of you out there wants a horseshoe restored or something like that, I can definitely help you with that. I use all my own tools. You can just send them in the mail or send them through the through UPS or any shipping service, and I'll take care of them. You please, if you do ever send them to me, Put the address inside the box where it's being shipped back to, so I can get them back to you. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in this part right here. Oh, it's really deep shit right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Big old chunk coming out of there. As you guys see, I am keeping the workspace clean the whole time. Probably the three most important parts about doing this are preparation, keeping your work area clean, and knowing what you're doing so you don't mess anything up. Some of these shoes can be delicate, they can be fragile, because some of the horseshoes I've seen that I've restored over the years are pretty old, so I wouldn't want to damage them in any way. And that, yeah, you guys, that little flick that I do back behind me, that's just to dry off the shoe a little bit more, just to give it a bit so I can see it better. It would be better if I had a little bit different lighting. So I'm going to go ahead and move you guys closer to my work area so you guys can see up close what I'm doing. And y'all can see right off the bat, that side that we just did, most all of that is looking a lot cleaner from when we first started. All you can see all the way down inside there. You can see all the metal down inside there already, which is good. So just got to keep that up and keep cleaning this thing. Time to my water jet. Hands are going to be very sore by the time the morning comes, but I'll be alright. You know, it would be easier than using the water jet is just to fill the sink up with hot water. And a bleach cleaning solution, and just dip it down in there every time. So now instead of using the water jet, we can just take it, dip it down in there, and it'll come out looking better because that bleach will have a chance to eat away at all this stuff that's stuck up in here. It's pretty good for washing off tools too. So just get right there. Also, that bleach is sanitizing my tools as well as cleaning off this thing. And also sanitizing, that's also another important part of this. Because if your tools aren't sanitized properly, you can get an infection if you get cut or something like that. So I don't want to risk that. So I make sure to keep my tools sanitized. So now we're going to move on to this top part right here. We're going to move on to this. So if you look at the horseshoe front ways, we're going to be working on this top ring right across the top here. Making sure all that gunk is cleaned out from there. From this nail hole over here, all the way over here to this other one. Is there one underneath there that I'm missing? No, there's not. So we're going to work my way from this nail hole all the way over to this one here and clean out all this stuff that's up here in the top. There you go. There's a good burst of stuff coming out. There we go. There it goes. Sure our work area's space is clean. And I like to take the pick and kind of work it up and out, if you get what I'm saying, up and out and away from the shoe. Oh shit. Slowly losing water out of my wet bag here. I have to use the water jet again. Alright, we'll keep working on this section. Have that be filling back up while we're working on this section here. This small section here. I am thinking about starting up my own business for this. I don't know if anyone is interested or would like to be interested or already is interested in maybe trying it out and seeing what you think. Because I am planning on starting up my own company. Horseshoe restoration company. Restoring horseshoes, both old or new. It don't really matter to me because I could probably restore it. And it will be a full restoration. It will be salt. Bathe these in salt. I'll iodize these. I'll do the full restoration. Not just what I'm doing tonight, cleaning it out. But at that point, I will probably end up having a sandblaster I can use to clean it out better. Or a bunch more other helpful tools that I could use. Yeah, if somebody is interested, comment your name and where you're from, and send a picture of the horseshoes that you guys have, that you guys want restored, and I will try and send your, I will probably have all the horseshoes that I work on sent to a specific one spot so that you guys can send them to me and I'll fix them up for you. And And also be sure to include your social media accounts so that I can put those on my page, so that after I get done with a restoration, I can show them, or I can put them up on social media and people can see what I've been doing to help me get more customers. I haven't figured out pricing or anything yet, so that'll take a little bit to figure out. But as of right now, it takes me about an hour per, maybe 45 minutes per horseshoe to restore. As you can see, right in this section here, all this is already cleared out. All that right there is already cleared all out right there. So we are halfway done. We just got this top section right here cleared out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just now we just got this whole top section cleared out right here. There's maybe a little bit more to get out, but now we're going to start on this other half. We're going to work our way from here all the way down to the end right here. We're going to start with this little tiny section right in here. I don't know if you guys can see in between these two nail holes right here, this nail hole and that nail hole. We're going to work on that little section right in there. Probably later on down the road I'm going to get a better pick. I found this knife actually at a flea market for like $3, and wasn't very sharp in the first place. The tip was already broken, so it's just kind of a starter tool right now. But hopefully later on, like way later on, then I'll have enough money to afford like an actual pick. So as you can see, I just got done with this small section here. That section is fully cleaned out now. Don't know if you guys can tell compared to this one here. That's all full of gunk and dirt, and this one is completely cleared out. Now we're moving on to this next section. So I like to go down and up and literally pull all of that out. almost every horseshoe that I get, I try to clean it out, try to clean it up the best I can before I hang it up. Just these three in particular, I didn't have the time to clean them up because I was in the process of moving. So go ahead and empty the wet bay. Alright, so that section there is done. Don't know if you guys can see it. We've done that section there, done that section there, and we've just completed that section there. We're going to go ahead and move on to this section. Yeah, you can see all that stuff that's clogging it up right there. We're going to go ahead and move on to that section. This is the section. This is the big section here. This is the section between this nail hole right here all the way down to the end. So, alright. Start at the bottom and work our way up, like I always do. Wetting the horseshoe, I don't know if you guys have already told you this, but wetting the horseshoe helps to loosen up all that dirt and grime so you can get it out easier. See how easy it's just flaking off? That's exactly what we want to happen. Because the easier it comes off, the less hard my job is. And believe me guys, my job's already pretty hard enough. So is that another nail hole there? There's 4 on that side, so yes, there is another nail hole that is clogged up down in there. So we have to pick that out. We have to use our pick, and we have to pick that hole out. Like I've done for so many of them. You can't even see the hole because it's so full of gunk and stuff. Can't even see the hole. But that hole is right where that point of that knife is. Right there is that hole. Right where the point of that knife is. So we're going to go grab something. We will be right back. We are back. As I showed you, the tip of that hole that we're going to use this to pound out that hole this time is right about there. I'm going to use this punch that hole out, come around to the other side, and work on pulling all that stuff out. We are actually going to take that outside so that we can pound that a little bit easier. Alright y'all, so we are now outside to where I can show you all the process of punching through a hole that is inside one of these shoes so that we can get all of this gunk and all this stuff out of the shoe hole. So right there is our hole, and what we're going to do now, we're going to take our pick, we're going to put it down on there. And we're going to punch all of that dirt out of that hole, out of that nail hole. Come around again. That nail hole should now be completely clear of debris on both sides. Let's head back inside and we will continue the cleaning process. Alright, so we're back inside now. We're going to get the shoe wet again. Open up our pick, and we're going to find that hole again. Going to come from the other side. We are now going to pick and pull the rest of that stuff out of that hole, out of that nail hole. Just like we did for that other side. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Spread some water on it. And there we go. We got our hole cleared out. Now we'll continue scraping. I really probably should be wearing gloves for this, but I've been doing this my whole life. Collecting horseshoes and cleaning them up and hanging them on my walls and I'm actually going to dry off the shoe here real quick, just so we can see a little more of that dirt down inside there. Let's see, right there. It's actually turning out better than I thought it would. Takes me about an hour, hour and a half to fully clean one of these horseshoes. So I'm thinking I'm charging $125 for a shoe restoration. That's just what I'm doing here, bathing or soaking in iodized substances and bleach and all this other abrasive material to try to get it all the dirt and stuff just kind of loosened up. And that's just for what I'm doing here, picking it out. $125 would be for what I'm doing here, just picking it out. If you don't want the abrasion bath, then it'd be $115. If you wanted the abrasion bath, I would do $125. You can already see a big flake come off of the shoe, which is good. Trying to work out this rust on this side. Trying to wet it, see if I can pick out some more of that. Shit, never mind. I ain't gonna hold it. Best way to do it is just set it down. This shoe is just about done. A standard cleaning comes with the abrasion bath. Never mind, I priced that wrong. It'd be $125 for a standard cleaning. Abrasion bath, what I'm doing here. The cleaning, obviously what I'm doing, picking it out, getting all the dust, dirt, grime, and all that shit out. And I'm looking at it, make sure there's nothing more in there. That looks pretty darn good right there. So, one more quick little run through. Making sure my pick don't catch on nothing. If it catches on something, that means there's something in there. Making sure it don't catch on nothing, because if it catches on something, that still means there's something down in there, and I got to do a little more work. There might be some stuff right there that I didn't catch first time through. Oh yeah, there's definitely something down in there. Go ahead and use this. Pull it out. Just going through and giving the final touches. Something right there. Right there. Alright, we are pretty much done with this one. Pretty much done with that one. So, we'll give it one final rinse. One final rinse. Front and back. And we will set it right here next to these other two that I've already cleaned. Set it right up next to those other two to dry. Alright, so we have gotten done with the horseshoe restoration. So, we will be right back in a few hours after this thing dries. We'll be back in a few hours. You can see how clean it is compared to the last time. Inside there, inside there. See how much cleaner it is compared to the last time. We'll be back in a couple of hours because we still need to let it dry, and then we'll show you guys the final result. You guys, I forgot to show you the final product. This is it. The final product. Oh my God, you can see all of the clean spots. How all that hole's cleaned out. All the way over to here. Wow. An amazing job, an amazing job. Here's the other one that we did. And then there's the third one. All of them are clean, all three of them. We're going to do this one in a later video. We're going to do this one. You can see all that dirt inside there in between the holes there and there. And we're also going to be doing this one. The dirt there needs to come out and the dirt there needs to come out. These two are good and these are good, but we're going to do this one and this one in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, guys, please watch the channel and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.